thing about having a beauty channel is getting to hold on to things you either don't like or you've used up so that you can do a video on them later. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have another products I regret buying. Now I do want to say, just pillows. If any of y'all want to like buy me a booster seat for my channel, I'd be very appreciative. I like to preface these saying I regret buying something for a myriad of reasons. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad product. It's just something that, looking back on it, I wish I hadn't spent my money on it. So without further ado, you guys all know my opinions. Don't get butthurt. Let's get into some things I regret buying. Firstly, this is gonna show up in a empties video because, you know, it's empty. I used it up even though it was absolutely horrible. This is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. All-in-one, removes makeup, cleanse, refreshes, no rinse, no harsh rubbing, face, lips, eyes. Okay, so I usually use the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. I had run out of those, could not get to the store, had this and decided, well, I might as well use this. And this, I mean, after I finished removing my makeup, yeah, it didn't leave any nasty residue, but I had to use like half a bottle every time in order to get rid of my makeup. It removed foundation, okay. If you had eyeliner and waterproof makeup, yeah, Jesus, take the wheel, because this just did not have the strength to remove this situation. That was definitely a regret because it didn't do diddly. And another regret, I have a review on this. I talk about it in a highlighter video and a haul review. We'll leave all whatever down below if you want to watch on any of these products. This is the Flower Beauty Galactic Glow Holographic Palette. Now y'all know I love a lot of products from Flower Beauty, especially their normal 3-pan highlighter palette. This is just, it was very lackluster, especially considering how much I loved their first highlighter palette, and I was expecting kind of the same thing, just in different colors. These are just, they're nothing to write home about. These ones are kind of nifty duochrome, but I have singles that I like better from like Ulta, Makeup Revolution, and things like that. So all in all, this one was just a bit of a dud for me. I didn't give it a very high review. I said just go with the other one, and I definitely regret purchasing. It wasn't crazy expensive. I want to say it was like $13 or $14, but that's still $13 or $14 of regret. Now, I love Wet n Wild. I love it in these videos when like the bigger YouTubers are like, well, I love this brand so much, I'm not bashing on them. I'm like, just basically tattoo on your forehead. Please don't take me off your PR list. But I do love Wet n Wild. However, these new formulated palettes didn't do it for me. You all would have seen me trying to use these in like a first impressions drugstore stuff. I have the Not a Basic Peach going on right here and Rosé in the Air. Really, really beautiful shades. They look absolutely stunning in the pan. However, they did just not perform to my preferences on the eyes. They weren't as pigmented, they didn't blend as well, and when they blended, they tended to just muddy on together on the eye. I know a lot of people really, really like these, and I was very disappointed that they didn't work for me. Once again, it's only like $10, but that's $10 that I could have put towards something else, like food, gas, bills. Might as well just figure it up on the Wet n Wild. Another item that I regret buying, not because the product is bad, but more because the packaging is horrendous. You would have seen this one in a favorites video. These are the Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighters. Now, I gave this one a really good review. This one just didn't do it as much for me. Now, the problem is I had them sitting over whatever with my liquid highlighters, and I picked it up, I think, to use it or something, and I noticed it was sticky, and I was like, okay, what exploded? And then upon further inspection, I noticed that the cap was kind of, this black part was, oh gosh. The black part was kind of coming separated, so I pushed it down and some stuff oozed from that cap. I was like, okay, the glue maybe just, so I pushed it down, wiped it off, and it's still leaking glue. So I regret buying these, not because they're a bad product, but because I don't use them anymore because I keep cleaning them and they keep getting sticky again. So let me know if this happened to you guys, if any of you guys had these, because I like these. The packaging was really nice. It's glass, but now they're leaking glue, clear nastiness. Another Wet n Wild product. Y'all would have seen me do a video on these, like was said, we'll leave down below. These are the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Metallic Lipsticks. Now it's funny, I was trying to decide if I wanted to like declutter these or whatever, and I dropped them, and this one decided it wanted to shatter, and I took that as a sign that these need to go. I just absolutely hate this formula. It is total crap. I don't know what Wet n Wild did because they've had other metallic liquid lipsticks that have worked absolutely fine. These are just extremely chunky, streaky. Ew, they're like all separating in there. I've had them for probably about, I want to say 6 months, and they all just, they nasty, and they frustrating, and they're separating, and they don't need to have a place in my collection, and I 100% regret buying those because they're like $5 a piece. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but I could have bought something high-end and just, or more drugstore that was better. One more Wet n Wild product, then we will stop bashing on Wet n Wild. These are their, what is this? Sorry, I grabbed something else while I grabbed these things. These are the Midnight Mermaid in that whole collection. I got the whole box, so separated, it's not that much money, but these are the Mega Liner Metallic Liquid Eyeliners. And these, the applicator is absolutely horrible. It is feathery. It doesn't give you a good precise line. The eyeliner itself isn't very pigmented. It's very chunky. It's just, oh, it is not fun. It just looks like colored congealed snot. The packaging is really cute. It's got this little like ombre down to black here. I was just like, that's really cute. But the product inside absolutely sucks. It's just, oh, it's just bad. I look at these and I remember trying to do my eyeliner with these and it's like having war flashbacks. All right, no more Wet n Wild. Let's get into something that, like usually I talk about just makeup products, but let's talk about a makeup brush. This I bought, oh, forever ago. Well, not forever ago. When the Alice in Wonderland palette came out, so that was like 2-3 years ago. I bought this. This is before I found the amazing thing that is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This is the Urban Decay Optical Blurring Foundation Brush. And I want to say this was like a $38 brush. And the lady gave me a good sell on this. She was like, oh, it's amazing. It makes your foundation look so smooth and airbrush and blurring and all kinds of stuff. I tried this with the Urban Decay foundation. I've probably tried this with every foundation that I own. Does not blur a ding dang thing. Just kind of drags it around your face and over here, over here, over here. I hate this thing so much. It does not do what it says. It leaves my foundation looking streaky, patchy. I don't get the coverage or the finish that I want with this. It is already, you probably can't tell. It's got like little wispy whatever's coming out of it and just no. Something that saddens me to have to be in this video, but I have to be real with y'all. The Kat Von D Metal Crush Extreme Highlighter in Gold School. I did a review on this and her 10th anniversary palette. I was hoping that this was going to be a big giant pan of Thunderstruck with even more ka-cha in it. And no, it's a chunky, glittery, nasty, weird feeling mess. It's just, does not look good on my skin. I don't think it looks good on anyone's skin, but I am only me. And this just really fell short. And for the $30, sorry, it's hot. For the $30 price tag, this just was really horrendously underwhelming, especially considering I've seen formulas from her that work really well. And I was like, yeah, 10th anniversary, we're really gonna pull the plug out on this one. And we pulled the plug and it went down the drain. Okay, the next couple of things are products I regret buying, not necessarily because they're like all bad. They're just, once again, looking back on them, there's something that I'm like, I could have bought something else with that 30, 40, 50, however many dollars I spent on something that I think I would have gotten a bit more use out of. And starting this round off is the Urban Decay Hair Born to Run palette. Did a review. I have been informed that this is not limited edition. This is permanent, which I actually think is pretty great. If I had known, I would have stated that, yeah, that it's permanent. That's really great because basically, as we saw in my review, this is a Vice palette. So it's nice that they have a Vice palette-y option that's permanent. I think that's really great. So there's a more colorful thing other than their naked palettes. But as we also discussed in that video, I've got the Vice palettes. I've got 2 through like 28. I got all the Vice palettes, and so upon closer inspection of this, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, it's so pretty. And then if I had paid more attention to my collection, I would have seen that, oh, it's pretty because you have other palettes that look like this, so you don't actually need it because you already have it. So it's not necessarily a really bad palette. It's okay quality, not amazing, not terrible. It's just that if I had been a better observer of my own collection, I would have been able to pass on this because I already got it. But if you're someone who does not have the Vice palettes, I would say this would probably be a good buy for you. A palette that I won't say is a good buy. Jeffree Star Thirsty. Packaging is beautiful. We got damn water droplets going on. We open up and you go, yes, this is summer. This is just being by the pool, watching your pool boy clean out your filter in a thong. Or at least that's Jeffree Star's summer. I love the mattes. The mattes are absolutely beautiful. They perform very well. They look better in on the eye than they do in a swatch. This shimmer is okay. This shimmer is okay. The other shimmers are complete trash. They are a glittery fall outy mess. You're sitting there and you're digging your brush in there and you're like, okay, I'm getting a crap ton of glitter. I'm still getting a crap ton of glitter. And then you're like, okay, let's try the finger. All right, glitter, glitter, glitter. You don't get that high shine metallic finish from these Filthy Rich, Snatched, and Plunge. They're just, and Fallout and nasty. I was horrendously disappointed because I do enjoy Jeffree Star's formula. Usually, I do like the mattes, like I said, but with this palette, on a whole, it just fell short because, you know, you kind of wanted the shimmers to work because he made a big deal about not pressing them and putting his star imprint and making them the most pigmented and amazing things they possibly could be, and they weren't. And then last but not least, in the palette regrets department, I have this one from this one from Stila. This is the Eyes of the Window Shadow Palette, which is Body. I bought this pretty much before I knew what I wanted and liked in a shadow, so boo on me. You look at it, they look really, really pretty. You've got purples and blues and some just really ethereal looking colors. My problem with this is they are not horrendously pigmented, and by that I mean they're like poopy pigmented. They're very dry, they're very chalky. Most of the mattes have some form of glitter running through them, and not in a good way where you're just like, okay, well there's the color and then the glitter's just piffed off into makeup oblivion. This shade, which, you know, you'd highlight with, yeah, not so much. Just not nice to work with, not a formula I love. I look at it and I'm like, the colors are so pretty, but the colors don't perform well, so it doesn't matter if it's pretty if it doesn't work. So there was another products I regret buying video. I really enjoy doing these videos because I feel like all the time we're like, this is amazing, or I'm doing a review, or I'm talking about things that I like, or yada, yada, yada. And it is really good in this community to actually be like, this was crap, this sucked. If you have this kind of skin condition, whatever, I don't recommend this because come on people, it's not all smiles and giggles all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know a product that you regret buying down below. Let me know what you think about the ones I talked, whether you hate them, you love them. I love you guys, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!